Hey guys, the next technology that I'm going to show you that I'm starting to use in class is called Educreations. I selected this resource. It's a little bit like Screencast-O-Matic, I would guess, except we can use it on our iPads. It's not just iPad based. You can use it on just about anything: Androids, iPads, Google Chrome, whatever it may be, computers. However you want to set this up, you can use this with any type of device because it's web-based and app-based. It's also free, so that's nice. I select this. I use this every once in a while if I want students to be able to kind of create a project where maybe they're not going to present in front of the class, but they still need to speak and demonstrate how something operates. So how this works: you sign up, teachers sign up, students sign up. Teachers can sign up, students can sign up. Like I said, it's free for the basic package. I've already got a login through my Google account. I've already have one created. How this works: I created a blank one for you guys. What you do is you create a new lesson. I currently have a class. You can create your classes and share this with your entire class. You can create new lessons. You can have favorite lessons, recent lessons. And then over here you have your portfolio, your settings, and all that stuff. So to create a new lesson, you just hit create new lesson, and what that does is it gives you this blank canvas in order to create whatever it is that you want to create. What I generally do this with are pictures. Whenever I want students to be able to draw on pictures or draw on maps, we use this pretty often. If I want them to use this sometimes instead of maybe using Keynote, so they can have voiceover when they're presenting their presentation. So how this works: you go and you pick your picture. I'll just find a picture that I have on here, political cartoon picture. I pick my picture, and I may have this picture prearranged for them with a bunch of different questions that they need to answer about the political cartoon. So what they'll do is up here you have the recording. You can record, you can draw with different colors. I can put a mustache on them if I want to. I can put red eyes if I want to, whatever you want to do. Or you can also write with the iPad or tablets. It's a lot easier to write than with a computer, because on a computer you have to use your mouse as opposed to a stylus or anything like that. You have the eraser tool that you can just erase everything, and then the grabber tool where you can slide this thing around. So how this operates is you just click record up here, and as you click record, the student can answer all the different questions verbally as opposed to having to write out the answers to the questions. If I wanted them to explain the political cartoon, the meaning of the political cartoon, they could sit here and explain what this political cartoon means to them, what they get from the political cartoon, kind of the explanation. As they're done explaining it, they hit pause, and if you want to create another slide, you can say on the next slide, on slide 2, go and draw your own political cartoon that resembles or represents something similar to the political cartoon that you've already seen. And so they can go to slide 2, draw the political cartoon, and then they can record their explanation of the political cartoon and what they drew and why it demonstrates something similar to the previous political cartoon that they'd had. You can use this for maps. You can use this for presentations. What I have them do sometimes is we'll create a presentation in Keynote. They'll screenshot the slides, and then they'll just drop the slides in. And they'll add the voiceover to the slides as they're going through the slides. They'll go to slide 1 and just drop the slide in there and present their slide 1, and then have slide 2 and present that. And the nice thing about this is they can start and stop the recording. They can pause the recording. The other thing you can do is if you click back to the previous slide, you can click back on this, and you can go backwards and get all that stuff that you may have had later. The other cool feature about this is when you save it, and on an iPad or a tablet or anything of that sort, it's kind of the same way. We can save or we can preview the drawing or whatever it may be that we've put on there. But the nice thing about saving this, which doesn't often happen with iPads, is you're able to save it directly to the device as opposed to directly to the cloud. So for us, because this is just a lesson, I would put political cartoon lesson. I can put that there. Privacy, I can publish it or keep it private. I want this published. This is social studies. My subject will be government. And I go and I create this lesson. And it's created. And now all the classes, all the students in my first hour class have access to this and can get on there and create this. As I was saying, the great thing for students when they go and do this, as they do this, you can give them voiceover and give them all that information. The other thing that you can do for them is when they save their final product, they save it directly to the iPad. And that's important because a lot of times everything, they make you save it to the cloud. You can actually save this to your camera roll on the iPad or on the tablet, which is a lot more efficient for students to be able to do than trying to upload it to the internet all the time. Sometimes we have problems with files getting too big trying to upload it to the internet. If you can save it to your camera roll, you can have some pretty large files that you don't really have to worry about and then go back and publish it to YouTube or whatever it is that you may use to turn these types of things in. It's a great tool. We use it pretty often in class. I've just started using this recently. I just started this year. I know some people were way ahead of the game on this, way prior to me, but I've used it pretty successfully, I think, in this school year. Since this school year started, I think I've been pretty successful in the application of this type of tool. Some of the IST standards that we hit here, we hit 3A and B, 2B and C, like normal. We also hit 4A, you could say B, you could say E, and 5A as well. So again, it's a great tool. I suggest if you haven't used it, it's a free app and it's a free website. Use it. The kids seem to have a lot of fun with it. Oftentimes I'll find that they would rather speak into their iPad or into their tablet or computer rather than speaking in front of a class. And it's a way to teach them how to talk without having to be in front of the class to do so. So that's Educreatitions. Thanks.